Hello fellow art nerds! This is a video that has been requested quite a bit since our original Medibang Paint tutorial video. Now, if you don't already know, Medibang Paint is a free digital art program similar to that of Photoshop. You can create paintings, drawings, or anything you can really imagine on a canvas within your own personal device. This program is getting more and more popular by the day, so now is a great time to get into it. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. You will need to create a free Medibang account to access things like cloud saves and more brushes. However, you will need the paid version to get rid of ads and get the expanded toolkit, as well as get the ability to import reference images. Opening up the app, we have multiple options to start. To create a new file, we just click the New Canvas button right here. Clicking Continue opens up your most recent file you've worked on, and My Gallery opens up a selection of all your files. So we are just going to click New Canvas here, and from here you can import, which is a replacement for the PC's version of Open, but we will click on New Canvas for the sake of this tutorial. You can change all of the canvas's properties, such as resolution and size, and then click Done when you're satisfied. Now, this may seem a little overwhelming at first, but no worries, that's what I'm here to help you with. I'm on iPad mini, so it may be a little slightly different layout for you, but the buttons and tools are exactly the same. Let's start with the brush tool, which is right at the top here with the paintbrush icon. If you click it while it's selected, it brings up a menu with other types of brushes, and you can customize each one individually with the gear icon on the side of each brush name. This lets you change things like size and opacity, which are fantastic options to have when drawing. You can draw on the canvas like you would with a normal pen and paper, and it's even better for control when you have a stylus. If you click the More button here, you get access to the correction slider, which causes your brush to make the line smoother even if your hand is unstable or shaky, which I will demonstrate here. Now here is the eraser tool. Again, you can change the size, correction, or even give it a soft edge. The Move tool, which looks like the two crossed arrows, allows you to drag around what you've already drawn on the specific selected layer. Now the tool beside that, which is the Transform tool, is a little more confusing but is incredibly useful and lets you do something that you can't do in real life with traditional art. It allows you to scale and freely warp your art to get it into the shape you want. It's kind of hard to explain to put into words, so I'll demonstrate a few techniques here. The Paint Bucket tool is one that is used in many other programs and works the same in Medibang as those other ones. You simply have a color selected and tap inside a closed shape that you've drawn and it'll fill it in. And here's a tip, if you use this expand slider here, you can get rid of that awful looking white gap that is created. Here's another tip, you can use the target selection on the side to show the paint bucket what to fill. Selecting layer will react to only the layer you've selected, whereas canvas will react to the whole image. The gradient tool is similar to the fill tool, except you can easily make a gradient from one color to the next, or one color to transparent, as a fill. And you can play around with different styles and origins for the gradient, like radial and linear, and this tool is used by dragging from a starting point to an end point to determine where the color should start and stop. The Select tool is fairly self-explanatory. You simply pick a shape of what the selection box should be, and drag to select a part of your drawing. After selecting what you want, you can choose a variety of actions such as deleting, copying, pasting, filling, or any other function but contained to that specific area. The Magic Wand tool is if you were to combine the Select tool and Paint Bucket tool, and it automatically selects a part of your work with the same color as what you click on. You can also use the Expand slider here to get rid of any small gaps that were not selected that you wanted. The Select Pen and Select Eraser tool allows users to draw and erase selections to help refine selections to their desired shape. With any of these select tools, you can also use the Add or Delete buttons to add or subtract to your selection respectively. The Eyedropper tool simply allows you to select a specific color that you've used before on a drawing and allows you to use it in your palette again. This is good if you blended two colors and want to use the color product more, but it's also a great tool for blending and shading, which I'll add a link to some blending tutorials in Medibang in the description of this video. The Hand tool simply allows for you to navigate around your canvas without moving the work itself. Besides clicking the button on the side for it, you can also drag with two fingers on the screen to move around. You can zoom in by simply pinching inwards or outwards with two fingers, and rotating the canvas is similar to zooming in and moving around, by using just two fingers and a twist while holding the screen. You can also click this button, which opens options to flip and rotate the canvas. The layer window looks like paper stacked on top of each other. And this is the digital artist's best friend. It's basically like drawing on clear sheets of paper, so you can interact with one part of your drawing without disturbing others. And you are able to order them and readjust what someone sees on top versus what is below everything else. To order layers, simply click and hold the layer you want to move and then drag it above or below where you want to place it. You can change the layer's opacity by using the slider right above the menu here. You can actually add a reference image by just going to the Add a Layer button and then clicking Select an Image to Add. And here it'll give you your camera roll and you can select any image to use and just place down as a single layer. You can activate a clipping mask as a layer option as well. This allows the layer below the clipping mask to be used as a small canvas in itself, limiting where you're able to draw to what was drawn on the layer below. The Protect Alpha option is sort of the same thing as a clipping mask, except it is used within the same layer. I like to use the Protect Alpha option to avoid coloring outside of the lines, or only editing a certain layer, without creating another one to kind of keep track of. Both have their benefits, so try them out to see which one you prefer. Blending mode is also a layer option that allows the layer to react differently to the ones below, which is commonly used for shading, lighting, or filters. The most common ones I use are the multiply mode for easy shadows, and the overlay mode to harmonize or unify my colors. You can also add text by simply using the text tool indicated by the letter T at the top bar, and once you write it, you can edit it with the gear icon. Hope this tutorial helped. If you liked what you saw, make sure to subscribe down below. Join the Art Nerd community, and make sure to comment any videos that you'd like to see us do in the future. If you like this video, check out some of these videos next.